Good evening. I'm Eric Zawadzki. I'm the developer of the Deviant the Renegades game, which is in process of getting closer and closer to being published. I'm going to be running a Deviant game we've been calling a cautionary tale with my regular tabletop group. You guys just want to introduce yourselves?
Sure.
Jake, playing Steve.
Rachel, playing Thompson.
Mark, Solomon.
Noel playing Benji.
Hey. And we kind of wrapped without doing some of our ending tasks, unfortunately, last week. So we did distributing beads out. It came out to 3 apiece, as I recall. Just getting that logged in the recorded form. See other things. I know at least one of you, Jake, you finished your aspiration and have swapped it to a successful one, a successful party, basically.
Yes.
And I think you were the only ones that were there any others that finished an aspiration and needed to elect a new one? I think everyone else is still pending, and they were all still relevant.
Computer stuff related from before.
Yeah.
I may have been too overarching in terms of the plot, so it'll be a while before I achieve my.
Well, you can always swap out and pursue something more specific. That the aspirations are supposed to be short-term things. It's a way of you communicating to me at the end of the one session what you want to get done the next session, so I can maybe plan for it and have slightly fewer exploding floats and more plot that I actually planned. But you're right, it was totally my own fault for mentioning the 4th of July float with your enemies on it.
We were a successful party. We only interrupted the people next door 4 times.
4 times? Yeah.
Well, how else could I find out what was going on in there without making it seem like I wanted to know what was going on in there?
No, you made it perfectly
Karen.
clear. Yeah.
A lot of people found out.
You made it perfectly clear that you didn't want to know what was going on there, that it was us. It was our fault.
Secret vampire ceremony. Not so secret anymore.
Well, I'm just saying, if you're running a secret vampire cult, maybe find a more secret place than the party room of your condo building.
Especially on the 4th of July. I mean,
Yeah,
Mhm.
during the day. I mean, at least do like 2 a.m. or something.
yeah.
So I'm
Okay.
judging. It's their fault, not mine.
I'll bet you are.
They should feel
All right,
better.
so so it is Sunday morning, July 5th, of the day of the Pancake evening breakfast. And so any final preparations that we need to make before we continue here?
Well, so which part are we jumping in? Are we just jumping into that day, or are we trying to jump straight into the party, or?
Right now we're jumping into that day.
Okay.
I have a couple things to do before the party, but I just want to make sure there's nothing that desperately needs to be done before that.
Cool.
Okay.
Just to give you a heads up, our internet connection is suddenly going unstable.
Okay. Yeah, I see you frozen for the moment.
It looks like they're gone.
It's possible.
We
Yay.
didn't need them anyway.
Well, we just imagine that instead of it being a technical difficulty the way it is now, it's instead like the kids showing up and interrupting us, and we have to yell at them to go downstairs or upstairs, and same sort of brief interruptions that we hear all the time.
Add internet. Go back
Hi.
downstairs.
Yeah.
Go back downstairs.
Yeah.
It was funny. I was saying, hey, just give you a heads up. Our internet's kind of.
I know, we heard that and you just went frozen and that was the end of it for a minute.
Yes.
Yep.
I couldn't have timed that better.
Yeah, it was excellent. Yeah, your internet connection is superior comic timing. So things that are happening during the day, the Bollywood channel is continuing to have its sort of dodgy Bollywood movie marathon.
All right.
And yeah, I know it's clearly very relevant to the plot. Every single one of these is going to be on the quiz later. So no, I don't want to subscribe to it.
Wait, what quiz? Are you doing a Bollywood quiz at the Pancake party?
Yeah. Haven't you been listening?
Well,
We decided that while you guys were gone.
our internet went out.
No, There'll be a quiz later for the players, not for the characters.
Oh,
Characters are off the hook.
Keeping to keep Karen and stuff all distracted for our infiltration, right?
Yep, the idea is to have the Pancake to make sure that Karen is too distracted by pancakes to be in her office if there's trouble there when you guys break into it. So I'm going to butcher this name because it looks like a name Pierre Kaya, but Malinai Pierre Kia. A boy from a wealthy family pursues forbidden love with a working class girl. So far, okay, yeah. Box office clout redefines romance and friendship in Bollywood in a way that wasn't bettered for years. Anyway, romance, drama, very fun. All right. Getting back to the nonsense, it's actually in another language. Well, it's subtitled. I mean, the Bollywood channel is subtitled.
Okay.
They're international enough in that regard. I mean, if Noel had not adjusted it the way, maybe the Bollywood channel would have been there, but there would have been no subtitles. Everyone would be confused about what was going on.
but he probably wouldn't be watching so much if there
You
were
would not be watching as much. You're right.
Well,
it's like,
if you want to watch
would
TV
always be
right now,
watching
it's
it.
the Bollywood channel or not much else.
Yeah.
well, actually, there is another option. Well, not really option. It kind of flickers between Bollywood channel and then during the commercial breaks, which are definitely not in English. The local news keeps on playing, and the 4th of July incident involving the Gap real estate group's float remains in the news. There have been several hospitalizations and 2 deaths, including a 6-year-old boy as a result of the disaster that was the float.
Wait,
Harold Perkins, who was a civil engineer at the Public Works Department and the head of the sewage department. There's a better name for it, but I don't know what it is. Has been placed on administrative leave, pending review of why his team failed to identify the danger before it resulted in a fatal accident. So
Yeah, screw
there are
that.
consequences for your shenanigans.
Gotta break some eggs.
You're not even making omelets, you're making pancakes. Why are you breaking eggs?
Because you have to.
Because they're
You
there.
just have to.
we need more protein in our pancakes, Eric.
That's the expression. You got to break some eggs. So
I gave you
breaking
murder
eggs.
hornets. I gave you murder hornets.
And we
Uh,
made omelets.
We didn't let the murder hornets loose on the parade, though. Like, aren't
Yeah.
you proud?
Yeah. We were responsible about that.
there weren't
We're
enough to
saving them
really
for
do
the
any
Labor
serious
Day
damage
parade.
anyway.
We could have made
Ross.
more.
Raw sewage. Oh gosh.
Maybe we still will. You don't
The
know.
murder
We
hornet
have a
setting.
murder hornet.
Did anyone write it down?
Oh yeah.
Good Lord.
If anyone would know, it would be Benji. But
It's true. It's true.
Set the pancaker to murder hornet.
Just plug into the wall and walk out. Walk out of the room.
All right.
When's the party starting?
In the evening.
Dinner or something?
Yeah, it's a dinner, yeah. And as I recall, the plan was to have William use telepathy to set up a communications channel so that you can let each other know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's problems.
Benji, you're gonna try and get in by teleporting yourself, right?
Yeah.
So I guess we need to figure out, because I was gonna try and support you in some way in case anything went down. I wonder if it would be better for me to kind of hang out lobby side or outside side.
Well, lobby side won't help because if I need help, then you're going to have to break our stealth in order to do anything, and that's pretty key.
Okay. Yes, I can't. We figured out these windows aren't really see-through.
No.
But I guess if we have telepathy, I could kind of keep contact, sort of. Can you, like, if you're inside and I'm outside and you need help, I mean, it seems like you would be able to teleport yourself away just as easy as trying to get me in, right?
Well, first of all, I can't get you in. I mean, I could. Well, I guess I could. Hang on. How much teleportation do I need to make that go?
Conjuration is the effect you're looking for.
I have conjuration.
Oh, you do? Hold on. Let me.
What I don't have is blind.
Oh, okay. So.
But right now the problem is that, okay, so if I buy blind, that means I have a strength 3 variation, because I have a base 1 plus conjuration plus blind. Do those alterations
feed into your scar, not scar power, but like the calculation for maximum size?
That's right.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So if I have a 3, hang on, let me do the calculation here. Because right now I have a I only have a 2. What is this? Hang on. What is this attached to? Translocation is attached to unstable variation. Great.
No way gonna go
which is physical, and my strength is 1. So here's the thing.
So you'd have to jack it up to 4 before you could get the
I'd have to jack it up to
size.
5 because it's a multiplier.
Let me just double check that real quick here. Sorry, maybe looking at the wrong.
Because it's strength times your number, I think.
Give me one moment. Let me, I think it's actually plus in my version. Give me 1 second to see if it's. So, boys and girls, if you ever wonder why your developer might not always have the rule at their fingertips, one of the reasons is that we have seen every version of every draft of the game, and we have trouble remembering which version is the permanent, is the final one. And so I'm looking at my working draft, and it says one thing, but it could be different in the version that we're actually running this game from, which is a slightly earlier version. Yes, it's magnitude plus star power.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I must be remembering an older version.
Or telekinesis. Telekinesis is a multiplier.
Or telekinesis, yeah. Okay, so so theoretically, I could get you in if I just take a lethal, in addition to what I need to do anyway. That's not so bad. Okay.
So you just plan to bring me in with you in the first place, then?
Yeah, just I just want to. So one caveat here.
This can't get you out as easily as he gets you in.
Well, see, doing it in an emergency is a little bit of a tricky business, because I have to succeed at my check.
It
And
sounds like better just to plan it when it's not urgent, right?
right. So if we're doing it while, oh, I don't know, we're being eaten,
For example,
that might be tricky. And I think I can only do one of us at a time, right?
correct. Yeah. It's going to be kind of like a Bola effect. You have to teleport out and then teleport him after. And hopefully he doesn't get eaten before that.
No, I can teleport him out first if I want to. But yeah, I can only do one at a time, I think.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Wouldn't accidentally teleport the person eating you.
I actually can't. Wait, with blind teleport, can you teleport something that you can't see right now? I don't think so. You can teleport to somewhere that you can't see.
But you're talking about conjuration on top of blind.
Yeah.
But like if you were in the room and can't see me, you wouldn't be able to teleport me to you.
I think so.
But if you need to be able to see him, couldn't you just teleport him first and then teleport?
Yeah.
to what you think
I'm
is
just saying, order of operations wise, I think I have to do it that way.
Okay, you're right. It's the other direction. I was getting it backwards.
Yeah.
It's called conjuration, but it's basically just teleport other.
Yeah. Yeah. And normally what I use it for is small objects, because that's all I can target with it with a 3, you know?
Yeah.
So anyway. Okay. So yeah, I can get us both in. No problem.
Okay.
Well, problems with asterisk.
One second.
You have to go first.
You're on point, by the way.
I'll make sure it's clear, and then I'll guard while you're doing computer things.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
All right, I guess we figured our plan
Yeah, we
while
just
you're pancaking it up.
lost the pancake man.
Yeah,
we did.
Pancake,
Yeah, a while
Pancake
ago.
Man's power just flickered a little bit ago again, he says. So
Okay, I'm taking some time on during the day here to do maintenance, as per my SCAR, to make sure that my integrated technology is going to work.
kind of important.
Yeah.
I'm gonna train. Steve!
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the power has flickered again, so good
It
time.
didn't make your your system as angry as it did the last time.
No, it yeah. Well, and I know what I knew what I had to do last time, so it was also quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Solving the same problem twice is usually easier.
Yeah.
Well, Steve, do you have anything other than Bollywood watching that you need to do on Sunday?
Yeah. I would like to buy Abby another thoughtful mug. I would like to buy her one that says something with her name on it. Abby specifically, not Abigail, but Abby.
Very good. All right. Ready to progress to the evening? Do this.
I guess.
Yeah. I do stop in and just say hi to Abby on my way in and out. Because
Oddly, when you, like a little bit before the breakfast, when you stop in very briefly, she's not at the reception desk. There's a guy there, he's like in his 20s, and has a name, like a little temporary name tag where it's like the letters have been pre-printed.
Are you pausing for effect, or did our internet stop?
No, I'm trying
Okay.
to check.
There
I'm
are
checking
several
names.
movements of people.
You know how important names are to me. So has him named.
Bobby?
No, definitely not Bobby.
Bobbert.
Lester. His name, the name that on his name tag is Lester.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
Obviously evil with a name like Lester.
Uh,
It's Lester.
But yeah, it's Abby is not at her desk at the moment.
Is Abby
She's
coming back?
Yeah, she just. I don't. I'm not really sure the specifics because I'm a temp. I'm in the agency just. But I guess she's out, had vacation today or something. I don't really know a whole lot of it. I think. I'm such a temp that they didn't even get my name right. My name is Rob. I haven't been called Lester like ever. My mom doesn't even call me Lester anymore.
Rob, huh?
Yeah, Rob.
Oh, hi, Rob. I'm Tamsin.
Nice to meet you, Tamsin. But yeah, I think she's supposed to be back again tomorrow. I think it's just this evening that she's out for a little bit.
Oh.
Oh.
Maybe she can-
Huh.
Either that or my new
Well.
plan is to befriend every single new front desk person they get there until they exhaust their human resources budget.
If you keep befriending them, they can't all hate you.
Does he also have a mug?
He does not. He is just a bog standard, just out of college, 20-something kid. This is probably the first temp gigs he's even had.
Hopefully he's
Clearly doesn't really know what he's doing in the sense of he couldn't do her normal major tasks, but he can probably answer a phone mostly.
Load him into the catapult.
Load him into the catapult. Where does that come from? I recognize this.
Hey, is Karen in over there? Can I go stop in and say hi to Karen?
No, Karen. From what Abby's told me, Karen's never in, or not. Not Abby to me, but the. From what my trainer said, there's not going to be Karen's out in the evening. She's not going to be here on a Sunday.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Oh, but you don't. Can I just knock real fast just to check if she's in there? Just knock really fast.
I don't
Do a quick tap.
think there's really anything to knock on. I mean, it's just a door.
The door?
Yeah,
I-
sure.
I could just-
guess
I
you
could-
could. I guess you could knock. Who
All right.
are you again?
I'm Steve. I'm expecting Karen for pancakes later on tonight. It's gonna be a
Oh.
great time. You should come.
Okay. Well, I kind of have to work tonight. Otherwise, I might consider it.
Oh,
Kind of
that's
new
too
in
bad.
town and
Hey. Hey,
what?
can I smell your breath real fast? I'm just curious.
You are thoroughly creeping him out, and he's eyeing the phone with the sort of panicked there's a creeper hitting on me on my first day of the job.
I just for a sec, I got a little whiff of something, and I wouldn't want to have to mention to Karen anything that was off about
It's legal in Colorado.
to be drunk at work.
No.
Different word.
Oh,
And no, I'm not. In answer to your unasked question,
does he-
no, he does not smell like gasoline.
he does not smell like gasoline. Okay,
No.
well that is slightly less weird.
You could have just lit a match and see if he flinched.
I mean, that
He doesn't
wouldn't
even
have
have a
been less
coffee mug.
creepy.
Make sure to maintain eye contact while you light the match.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
Well,
I mean,
and then as long as
that's
he's
fine.
not going to stop me, I'm going to go over and knock on the door. and
You
say, "Hey,
knock on
Karen,
the
are you in
door
there?"
And there isn't an answer.
I'll try knocking again. Karen, you in there?
The main front door opens, and Karen walks through the front door.
Hey.
Oh, hello.
Hey, Steve. I'm
Nice
so
to
happy
see
to
ya.
see you.
Yeah.
Your condo all set?
Oh no.
Hmm. What?
What?
Well, he's all frozen again.
Oh.
Oh gosh.
Oh no.
Again with it has incredibly good comic
Oh
timing.
no.
It could have been better if he had said, "Uh-oh."
Ooh.
Still feel hungry.
Well,
Seems like a good time to.
go grab pizza.
You guys hear me?
Now
Yeah.
we can. Hey, you're blinking. You're not just like.
Hey. Now, was it just me that went on the fritz there, or was it everyone?
Just you.
God
Just
damn
you.
it.
Well, it's St. Paul power.
You're not paranoid. It's you.
They really are out to get you.
You
I
should have
guess so.
taken minor instability electricity. Apparently.
Though my wife, after the second one, my wife did check in with the neighbors, and it's not just us. So that's
Okay, well that's good.
The conspiracy goes
There's-
really deep.
yeah. It's at least a few people.
It's yeah.
They're committing.
Conspiracy doesn't really have any specific target in mind. Just get everyone.
Anyway,
Hey, so
Karen
Yeah,
just walked in the
I think
door.
we were in the middle of a confrontation over something.
I don't think it was a confrontation. She's just
Oh.
ready for breakfast.
Oh,
She
okay.
just arrived.
Wait, breakfast?
You know, breakfast,
Pancake?
pancakes.
Yeah, but that's dinner, right?
Yes,
But
at
it's
dinner.
still breakfast.
Oh,
She said, Rachel said that it was going to be before they went upstairs, and so I assumed that the timing was getting close to the breakfast time, dinner time.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And just to make sure I didn't remember things, was it William that was supposed to be the disgruntled tenant, or was it someone else?
It's gonna have to
Yeah.
be William.
Okay.
Yeah, it has to be William.
Okay.
To be honest, though, I don't remember us talking to him about that.
Well, we had.
Yeah, did.
That is-
We did. Okay.
Yeah. It came up briefly. I didn't. I don't think I ran it in character, but I was, I think, so surprised that you came to that conclusion. I'm just like, yeah, sure. Anyway, it was getting late in the day, late in the session. All right.
Yeah, through elimination, it had to be him.
Yeah. Well, everyone else is either making pancakes or breaking into her office. So.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, so I'm gonna, as long as we're still in front of the temp and making him uncomfortable, I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask. So where is Abby? Abigail.
Oh, in front of Karen?
Yeah.
Oh, Abigail took the night off. She'll be back
Oh,
in
okay.
the morning.
All right. Cool.
So, should we go upstairs?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. She arrives in your condo and a flurry of praise for your absolutely everything about your decor, which I'm not even going to try to pretend like I can pull off. And
Sure.
she then proceeds to kind of talk about her stuff herself a lot, in that kind of way that I don't know, like this is clearly something that is always near and dear to her, and she doesn't expect anyone to interrupt her or tell her to try to change the subject. But she talks about her kids, her EMT husband. Her eldest, Christopher, is going to be going to the University of Colorado Boulder, and she's worried about whether he'll take his studies serious enough, what with the weed. And Margaret, who's 15, what?
Am I there already, or am
Oh
I
yeah,
supposed
you're
to
already
arrive
there,
at
and so is
the
William.
Yeah.
Okay.
This
We're
is
there.
all going to be part and parcel of this. I'm not gonna.
All right. I bring some high protein pancake mix.
Okay.
Because we would already be
I
leaving.
assume we've got the telepathy thing
Oh
going.
yeah, that's all set and going.
All right.
Forgot about that.
Yep, that's important because that way, when you're not in scene, you're still in scene.
Yep.
Convenient.
It is.
And Margaret, apparently, she brought a boy to the 4th of July festivities yesterday, and that's okay and all, but they did spend a long time getting ice cream, and she's a little suspicious about what they were actually doing while they were supposed to be getting ice cream.
Oh
I mean,
man.
probably perfectly normal, healthy, harmless stuff, but it might not have been.
Canoodling.
Well, kids.
Kids. And
I don't have
Elmo
any
has
kids,
been
I
having
don't
trouble
think.
with his friends because he's not allowed to play Fortnite like they are. And she worries he won't be able to watch him because, there's just not a lot of control. She doesn't have nearly the level of control on who he talks to, and so on. I mean, the reason that he has a cell phone is that he can. It means that she can. I mean, he has really limited access, but a cell phone is that it allows her to track where he's at all times, and it's really amazing the amount of information that you can pick up on someone based on their cell phone and where their cell phone is and what their cell phone overhears. I mean, they're just like this perfect device for keeping track of your children. And there's an undertone there that children is not the only people she's been known to track with a cell phone.
Wait, she says that out loud? Children are not the only people that I track on cell
You
phones.
get that impression from the way she talks about, basically nanny monitoring her son, that this is her children aren't the only ones she's been nanny monitoring with cell phones.
As she's having this conversation, Saul and I are probably putting our cell phones in my microwave and closing it.
You're never going to get there because you're going to blow up the building.
No. It's a Faraday cage.
Okay, you're not turning it on.
No.
Okay, that's the.
It's a Faraday cage.
In fact, I'll
the
unplug
microwave's
the
can't get out.
microwave before we put them in.
All right.
It's probably for the best under the certain, although it probably won't help.
Knowing
I mean,
that she's there, we
building
could,
wants to nuke your cell phone. It's gonna freaking nuke your cell phone, but you
I know.
microwave plugged in
It
or
doesn't
not.
stop Bollywood from coming on.
It does not. It does not.
Now all your ringtones will be from Bollywood movies.
Rule 0.
You didn't see me Googling like Bollywood ringtones that I could like snip it into. I think Noel would reach through the screen and strangle me.
Well, as far as Rule 0 violations go, those are pretty innocuous one.
It could be worse.
Just wait.
It has been worse.
Well, if we know that Karen's there, I think Benji and I need to work our way out back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, but let Eric finish. I just was for comedic timing. We were putting our
Yeah, no, that's perfectly
phones
fine.
in the microwave. As we were about to leave, we turn around.
Yeah. And then Barbara, the 8-year-old, has gotten obsessed with superheroes, even if Karen has no idea what superheroes she's referencing, because she was never really a superhero kid, but like these are superheroes she's never heard of before. That probably is butchering their names worse than I would.
Gotcha. Well,
yeah.
I will correct her if I know them, but I may not.
No.
Given amnesia. So
Given amnesia, yeah. And so, yeah, and her husband was dealing with had the night off last night, which she thought was a relief because like she's heard stories about kids hurting them, blowing off their fingers and burning out their eyes with fireworks. And she just didn't want to have those kind of her husband exposed to that sort of thing. Although he's an EMT, so he's been exposed to way worse. But
He's already
Karen.
seen it.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. No, I definitely had my share of hijinks when I was his age. It's not that unusual. I am out of character. I am making that up. I have no memory of that. So
Yeah, I kind of figured.
yeah.
You seem like the person who probably did. So
Yeah.
And Bollywood has decided that the movie that you should be watching over Pancakes is a movie called Milka Bag, which is about an Olympic runner in the 50s and 60s known as the Flying Sikh, who infamously lost the most important race of his life. And so the Olympic theme is a recurring thing in there. I haven't watched this movie, so I'm probably lying, but there's a recurring thing of the Olympic theme coming up, every 15 minutes or so in snippets here and there as he's preparing for his Olympic race that he's going to lose.
Great.
What does that do to you?
Oh,
This I don't know what's going on with the TV here, but it has good taste. Gotta say, I'm always entertained. Always
Yeah, it's really
entertained.
interesting stuff. I mean, like, I never really grew up with Bollywood, but I know that Abigail. Or excuse me, hold on one second. I know that Abby has talked about it before. She apparently spent a little bit of time in college studying, like had a class or something on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Interesting.
Aaron just called her Addie.
Yeah,
Yes.
you and she must have a good relationship if she's sharing those details with someone who's her manager. That's good. I'm glad you guys have a good work environment. Good, friendly, nice, comfortable
Non-hostile
work environment. I'm poking to see if I can get her to say Abby's name again, just out of sheer morbid curiosity.
Well, it is funny that you should say that because during the entire meal, whenever Abby comes up, she calls her Abby instead of Abigail. So that was an interesting thing to listen for.
If I smell, do I smell gasoline?
You do not smell gasoline.
Okay.
She's a shapeshifter.
I don't know what's going on right now. This is crazy down here.
What, Noel?
It's Abigail in disguise. She's wormed her way into our party.
we can
killed Karen.
William plays
pancakes.
William plays his role to the hilt. Is very upset and irate, which understandably he's missing some fingers because of this accident. And Karen is largely conciliatory, sort of in a way that sort of screams, "I really have no power to solve the problems you describe, but I'm going to give you the impression that I can do something once you're not around, and hope that you don't speak to my supervisor before then." That sort of customer service thing. Either Karen doesn't have any real power over this complaint, or Noel's Benji's wild theory is accurate. But she emphasizes, though, that, and she seems very sincere on this point, that a lawsuit would be bad for everyone. And she's clearly very afraid of the idea of you guys having a lawsuit against the Ganungayap real estate group.
Yeah. I
Hey-
mean, when was the last time a lawyer did anything good, right?
Sure. Hey,
So go
I've
ahead.
got a couple of questions about the telepathy.
Sure.
When one of us thinks something loudly for the telepathy, can they direct it to one person, or does it go to the whole network?
That's up to William. I'm going to say if you guys want to do private channels, I'm okay with that. I don't see any reason why he would refuse those.
Okay, so William is in control of our communication then.
Correct. Yes.
Okay, so if I were to think something in somebody else's voice, would that work?
No, you're not going to be able to fool people with that. You're still your voice.
Okay, just curious.
What are you planning?
Today in things where another storyteller might give a different answer than what I just gave, and that's okay.
Yeah.
but no.
Nope, just curious.
Okay.
I guess I'm manning the pancake maker if you're talking to Karen, or should I be wary of the pancake maker?
You should not touch the pancake maker.
I will let
Besides,
Steve touch
as
the
long as
pancake
we are
maker.
having a conversation and I can't offer her pancakes, this party goes longer. So this is good what we're doing right now. So
At
yeah,
some point, she's going to want some pancakes.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do my best after she finishes her whole spiel to go into a spiel of my own.
Tell us a story about your hijinks, your youthful hijinks.
Yeah, about my youthful hijinks. I'm really gonna play up. My dad was an asshole, and I got up to all sorts of mischief, and I'm gonna use my comedic wit to come up with a really clever story. About
Karen is going to be in some ways sympathetic, but also like she keeps making references to what the rest of the group probably recognizes as your famous comedy routine, but you have to kind of give blank looks. It's in that sort of state of someone who's been doing some research on a specific person and is trying to impress them.
Oh, okay. She's trying to impress me. That's great.
Yeah.
That's adorable.
But,
we'll
but
roll
you
with
don't
that.
realize that.
But you
That's
don't realize
fine.
that. Everyone
Yeah.
else does. So at some point she's like, gosh, I'm getting a little hungry here.
Oh,
Are those
of
pancakes?
course.
I'll make the
What am I
appetizer.
doing? What am
I
I
was gonna
doing?
make
I'll
appetizer smoothies.
Oh, smoothies? Okay.
Appetizer smoothies before the pancakes.
appetizer
Okay.
smoothies.
What kind of
You guys
smoothies?
want something to drink, or should we go straight to pancakes?
Well, no, I'm.
I'm fine with anything.
Let's
you
have some
wanna wait
pancakes
to
and
keep her
drinks.
here longer, right?
Oh
We're
yeah.
trying to keep her here as long as we can, right? So
Uh,
we have appetizers, and then the pancakes come later. I'm thinking this to you.
Yeah, I like that we have this symbol, but this won't work very well for Noel. He's not there anyway, so it's fine.
So Noel's not there.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I like this.
Okay. I'll BS something about how this is my special training smoothie recipe that I used to train for my last international race, which went badly because of that one.
Oh my goodness, that
No.
sounds delicious. Karen, don't you think that sounds great?
Yeah.
I definitely want to try this.
What sport?
Go ahead. I will give you
You-
reign over the kitchen. I'll start my pancakes right after you're done. You gotta if it's good though, I'm gonna want the recipe. Is that okay?
I think we can probably cut to the other group for a little bit here, so that they're not just sitting here
Okay.
while you guys are BSing the landlady. All right. Okay, so Benji and Soul. What's up to?
Well, we have worked our way around to the side of the to the back of the building with the with the little window, and we've waited a little bit just to make sure we don't see any movement through the hazy glass. And once we've scoped it out for 60 seconds or so and not seen any movement or heard anything, I am going to
This will be
Go
once we
ahead.
know that Karen is upstairs.
what's that?
It's once we know Karen's upstairs.
Right.
Yeah, we know. I know this is relatively simultaneous.
Yeah.
Everything after the microwave incident.
Yeah. And so I'm going to fire up unstable variation, but I'm going to augment it with my fun little adaptations. Consume, adding 2 to the variation, so 1 point of lethal is taken. I should also ask, do you have any strong opinions about what scar increases when I fire up my unstable variation?
Probably. I don't know. I'll let you decide on this one. I don't need strong feelings either.
Okay, I will increase my, let's see here, subliminal conditioning.
Oh, okay.
Because we haven't had fun with that yet.
Yeah.
I'm just finding my thing here. Okay, so subliminal conditioning has gone up to 2, and I have taken a point of lethal damage. Yeah, all right, well, here goes nothing. I gotta send you in first, and just so you're aware, I can't get you out again, Saul, until I come in and then send you back out. So
Good luck.
Yeah.
All right.
So this actually works a lot better for me because I do like sending my compatriots into danger and waiting from safety to make sure everything is good to go.
Before you get involved.
Yeah,
You lead from the rear.
Yes.
this is kind of a modus operandi for this character. I'm usually the wheelman that waits outside after making the plan and sending everybody else inside. Okay, I succeed with wild flying colors on sending you inside.
Okay. It's dim in here. There's like just a sort of like one of those, not emergency, but like that in an office building where they just have like one out of like every 6 or 8 lights are on. It's the case of that. So it's dimly lit, but it's lit. And, the desk looks very professional from the front. What are you doing? Or are you waiting for Benji to come in?
All right. Nobody's in here.
Nope, nobody's in here.
Seems clear. Come on in.
Okay, I will send myself in, and I will succeed. Boop.
Okay. So you're in a little cozy little office. Give me Wiz plus composure.
Both of us?
Yeah,
Or
just minor observational stuff. There's not an ambush. You're not about to be eaten by a grue.
I will say while we're rolling this, while he was digging through the computer, I'd be rifling through the rest of the office for any sort of interesting
Okay.
information. Wits composure. Wits plus what? Composure?
Yeah,
Composure,
it's
yeah.
another. It's a social attribute.
Yeah, they're both attributes, so that's why I was confused.
Yeah, there are just a few things. It's the perception roll.
8's enough.
Eights.
I have 2 successes.
Okay.
I have 6
Okay.
superhuman wits.
All right. You hear that the there's an like an actual desktop involved rather than a laptop, which seems a little unusual, but not too ridiculous. And it's humming away like it wasn't really powered down.
Okay.
Go gadget techno weasels.
So I say, or I think to you to keep your eye out, and
Hold on one sec there, Benji. Just in
Hey,
case
hey.
you got some sort of deal on this.
It's your devil.
shut up.
It's your devil. It's your devil.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
I bet she has a bunch of pencils. There's a bunch of pencils in her pencil drawer. There is an electric pencil sharpener in the bottom drawer on the right-hand side. The door is probably locked. You might have to break it open. What I need you to do is I need you to go in, get the pencil sharpener, and sharpen all of the pencils until they're like little nubs.
All right. I'll do it while I'm working on the computer. All right. Just
Okay.
go away.
I'll initially maybe I could even do this while he was working.
Water the
his
plants.
late-
It's right now.
so-
Water the plants.
Wiggle
The
them
plants have
out
been watered
to
lately.
try and get
Someone
the
is
computer-
supposed to be watering the plants and they didn't. I don't know whether it's lazy maintenance workers or whether the plants need watering.
Hey.
Water the plants.
So I just got a quick question, Eric.
Yeah.
Nobody else can hear them through the telepathy, right?
No, I think we established that.
That nobody can hear them until they manifest.
Until they manifest.
But I'm connected to everybody via telepathy.
Right.
Okay. So they can just hear me swearing at them.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
And
And-
I was gonna say, just in case this on computer has some sort of booby trap or something, while he is working his way in, we'll get a mouse and try and get it sort of on and ready for him when he pops in.
Interesting. As soon as you sit down at the computer, you notice that she has a lot of photos and pictures, like drawings that her kids made, like everywhere that wouldn't be visible from the other side of the desk. They're all like plaster the entire first side of the desk. Just years and years of photos. Anyway, wiggle the mouse. It comes on. Prompting for a password. Little network password, nothing fancy.
Right. Well, there wasn't any sort of zappy nastiness, so
No.
all ready for you, Benji. And I'll go looting through desk and bookshelves and looking at whatever I can to find some dirt.
Okay. So,
Hey, Saul,
Yeah.
shut up. Will you do me a favor? And I know this is going to sound really weird, but would you water those plants?
Is there water in here?
No.
No, I didn't bring any water for this.
God damn it. Okay, don't worry about it then.
Piss on the plants.
I can
Piss on the plants.
shine on them.
No, I'm not doing it. Shut up.
I didn't say anything.
I'm sitting down at the computer now, and I noticed that it is like turned on and whatnot, and say and whisper to you, did you do this?
Was already
Did you turn
on.
it on?
I wiggled it so it was not sleeping.
I kind of glare at you and go, you're not wearing gloves. Don't touch anything. And I wipe down the mouse.
Give him gloves, jerk. No wonder all your partners get caught.
He wasn't supposed to touch anything. I didn't think I had to say that. Anyway. Plus, I'm kind of distracted at the moment.
Well, then I'll
Just a little.
put on gloves before I continue rifling through all the stuff I can rifle through.
Well, you find some lots and lots of marketing materials, including the names of some sales reps that include some of them who've since parted ways with Conundrum Gap. In fact, there's actually a list of sales reps that were part of the sales force before Conundrum Gap bought the building. There was some potential to hire on some of them once they bought Serendipitous Gardens. And it's hard to say whether some of them got hired, some of them didn't, but their building apparently changed hands not too very long ago, just a few years. Not a whole lot else that is on shelves, though. Some like training materials and such. Give me a wit plus investigation, Soul. Mark.
Are they frozen again?
Of course,
I think they might be frozen again.
Yeah, they're frozen again.
Yeah.
Then
We
Is it
can
happening?
hear you, but
Oh.
we can't really see you.
okay, well, I can hear you
Oh.
now, which is
Oh,
improvement.
there we go.
Yeah.
Give us a wits plus investigation there, Mark.
Okay. Ooh. 3.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. No.
Yes.
So you're going to try to log into the computer.
Yeah, so I have a few things to take care of here. First of all, I'm going to use my second adaptation to reset. I have to spend a
Yep.
willpower.
Yeah.
So I spend a willpower to reset my ability,
Mm-hmm.
and I am going to get another point in computer-aided processing. And that is for the one that lets me buy points in mental merit, or mental, not merits, skills.
Right.
And once I have 2 dots in that, okay, that doesn't change the number because it's half of it's half of that plus scar power plus 1, which is still 4. Excuse me. I'm just
All right.
7. No, it's 5 now. Yeah. Okay. So that changes the numbers for my other one too. And then I'm going to activate computer-aided processing, both data warehouse and the new one, to give myself several bonuses.
All right.
Data warehouse.
Before we progress any farther, I'm going to use my once per chapter on you.
Awesome.
Righty and lefty are really, really obnoxious right now. Righty is just like weeping over the plans, and lefty is just like, you cannot concentrate because he's so busy trying to get you to open up the drawer and get the pencil sharpener out so that you can sharpen the pencils faster.
Okay.
It's just really wild. So scar resistance to avoid the distracted condition while trying to do all of this very delicate work.
Yep. That is completely legit. I have a -2 to scar resistance because I've got my translocation activated.
Yep.
So it is going to be, it's let's see here. Remind me what scar resist. It's the resistance stat plus your
Acclimation.
but it doesn't take into account the variation, right?
No, it doesn't. There's not a penalty due to it. It just is. Well, the penalty is only what your instability effects are.
Okay, good deal. I'm down to a chance die, so go ahead and roll my chance die, and I fail.
Okay.
I did not botch, so I am distracted, and that is a -2 to all rolls.
Correct.
Okay, good times. Yeah.
At least you can ignore them now.
No, I definitely can't ignore them. That doesn't help. And just so you're aware, they can escalate things further.
Oh, okay.
Because they can make those rolls harder.
Well, they can make the rolls harder. I also have just increased my subliminal conditioning, so if they decide to take control, they can do that too. Okay, so the first thing that I'm doing after I have activated, so let me finish activating my my things under the penalty, and then I'll talk about what I'm doing.
Sounds good.
Let's see here. I don't have to roll to activate these because these are not attached to a
Resistance.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's good at least.
Yeah.
Okay. So those are, but I do need to tell you what I'm increasing my my points in. I'm giving myself 4 points in computers to bring it up to 5, and I'm giving myself 1 point in investigation. Data warehouse, on the other hand, is going to give me the area of expertise merit in hacking, the eidetic memory for 2 points, and the where is it? I just had interdisciplinary specialty to make that hacking dot apply to every kind of role that might theoretically be involved with it.
Okay.
Rather than just computers.
Okay.
Then I am proceeding to break into the drawer.
All right, so larceny.
Yeah. Because I need to head this off before it gets any worse. And sure, there might be something useful in that drawer. Who knows? Okay, I have double 9s for this.
Well, 9 again, but yes.
Oh, right. Thank you.
I know. We played a bit of Exalted recently and double 9s.
Oh, and
Nine
I
again.
have, of course, forgotten to apply my penalty. 1 second. Oh, shit, that's a lot of 10s. Hang on. Okay, I'm still rolling 9s and 10s. Oh my God. Yeah, 5.
Nice.
Yeah, 10, 9, 9, 9. Yeah, so doing that pretty. Oh, I should note that I have sleight of hand. I can do that while I'm doing something else.
Okay.
So I am beginning to hack through the command or the password prompt while I am unlocking the drawer.
This is why why is the wheel man? All right, so you manage to get the pencil sharpener out, and there are just a pack of like a dozen pencils in there. Have never been even opened. Because who uses a pencil? Like a physical pencil. I know Jake's laughing at me.
Gotta work it out with a pencil.
Yeah, mathematicians.
I just think it's going to be hilarious when she has a freshly new open box of pencils that have been sharpened all the way down to the nubs. That's such a random thing.
It is a pretty random thing.
Well, fortunately, she's never opened the box, so how would she know?
She has no idea. Yeah. What are the odds?
Weird that Amazon sent them that way.
Yeah.
You should probably get a refund.
They're studious person's brand pencils. They make you look studious by, making it look like you've used them a lot. So you're sharpening the pencils, trying to figure out passwords that she could have used. Ultimately, discover that there's a post-it note on the bottom of the pencil, like on one side of the pencil's package, that it has the password on it.
Hey!
Hey!
I was about to ask if you thought the password was in that drawer, so I guess so.
Yeah, there was. All right, so now cooking with gas. And Lefty finally shuts up. Righty's still whining about the plants, though, just like talking about leaf rot and just how bad the light is down here. And
by the way, perhaps we should talk to poor Saul about what is going on my shoulders at the moment.
Got some dandruff?
who? Oh, you're talking to me?
But yeah, because if they are manifesting powers, they can be seen.
Oh, okay.
So, Mark, there are 2 figures dancing around on my shoulders, holding onto my ears, yelling shit into my ears. Oh, shit.
We
Jake.
lost Jake.
Yeah, Jake's done.
Which is kind of funny, 'cause it just looked like he was listening.
There's been a bit of that tonight.
Hang on, let me respond to Jake real quick.
1 second.
Yeah, unless you're just watching the screen very carefully and notice he hasn't moved or blinked.
Yeah, well, I'm busy distracting Benji.
So what do these figures look like?
Well, One is it looks like the stuff that my hand is made of when my hand starts eating tools and whatnot. And it has little wings made of, it's hard to tell in the dimness what they're made of, but it's kind of like every once in a while, like flitting up into the air and flying around a little bit. But you hear this vague whining sound that sounds a little bit like a car. And the other one is this, well, right now it looks pitch black. In the light, it looks very dark red. It looks like a little devil with horns and a tail and everything. But it's dripping some kind of goopy liquid or something, some kind of oil. And it's chilling out on my shoulder, kind of stomping to literally cracking the whip, getting me to sharpen pencils. And you notice now that's why I'm making this loud sharpening pencil noise, is because there is a literal devil on my shoulder forcing me to do it.
All right. So initially, I get to like shine them brightly, but you look, well, not like, maybe not unconcerned, but not like under attack necessarily. So I'll not do it immediately. But dude, are these like guards or something? What's going on?
Oh shit! You can see them?
Yeah, dude. Should I blast them?
No, don't blast them. It'll just make it worse. Just ignore them as best you can. We'll talk about it later.
Fair enough.
It's complicated.
So, how's the computer stuff going on the pencil?
I'm in. I'm looking.
Okay.
I'm just very distracted, so just shut up for a minute. And if you find any water the goddamn plants.
I'll
But I want you to do it. You. It's important that you be the one that waters the plants. Can't take a little time out for the earth, for the plants.
Buzz off.
Go ahead and get me a wit plus investigation. Or intelligence plus investigation if you prefer. I think intelligence is better for you, right?
Okay.
We bet.
I am going to apply my bonus specialty at the moment.
Yep. That is reasonable.
1.
Oh, okay, well, it's something. All right, you managed to find the like routine accounting spreadsheets. So those are there, just like the last couple of years of costs and income. You see what looks like a Photoshop folder, like a folder on her desktop that just contains thousands of her family photos in various like Photoshop formats, so that it's clear that she's been editing at work.
She doesn't work out of this office though. Okay.
Yep, that's a thing. That's pretty much all that's been. I wouldn't say that's all that this computer is used for, but there's been a lot of photoshopping on this computer.
Okay.
Or at least a lot of file folder. There's a file folder that she's using as a backup, maybe.
Sure.
On her work computer, but in any case, it's a thing. Got really good, like the really high end Photoshop here. I mean, it's like good for marketing materials and such. So
sure.
Office. the employer sprang for that, and she
I
uses
wonder
it
if her
too.
family is real or if it's just Photoshop.
That is interesting. Is there, can I see the versions, like the unedited versions?
Yeah, it's mostly just little things like red eye and editing out the other people that are in the photo, so it looks like they're like the only person at Disney, the only people at Disney World.
Sure.
Weird thing to do, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's the thing.
Google,
Huh?
Google image search the originals.
And maybe they're stock photo people.
One of them is Karen, so.
You're not even sure that Karen's real.
Yeah. Well,
So you've seen Karen and Abby in the same place, so it's not like it can't be too bad, right?
yeah. Okay. Well, I'm going to try a little. Now with my increased computer knowledge, I'm going to dig into recent documents and find if there's any recent documents that are hidden or otherwise like off-site or whatever that she's accessing.
There are a couple things. There's lists of the condo residents, which have been updated recently, very recently. Find out about the Joneses and them moving out. And apparently there's another family going to be moving in. You don't recognize the name, but there is a name, and I don't have it at my fingertips. So I will make note of that later.
That's fine.
And yeah, so someone that family is moving in probably tomorrow.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, I'm back.
All right. Yep. 1 second.
Finding any dirt?
So what I miss?
Oh, I'm just digging through computer stuff.
Oh, good. I haven't
Being
missed any.
tormented by demons.
Is there a different version of the books that has like paying for the forced move outs and shit like that?
You get the sense, even just glancing at the spreadsheet of the accounting records that are the official version, that the Serendipitous Gardens appears to be maybe a lost leader is a little bit of a strong term, but it doesn't seem making a lot of money, if any. It seems to be its main source of income is private equity. There's always a good sign.
Right.
So they're not making any money doing whatever it is they're doing here, on at least in any official capacity. There is a password protected file folder that won't allow you to. It can't like be edited or copied or anything. It's a secure drive basically, and you don't have a way of accessing it. That's going to require a password that's probably more secure than her children's names combined together with a couple of the letters replaced by numbers and special characters.
Okay, well,
one that she actually had to write down.
I am currently a computer genius. Can I get into it anyway?
It is not, unfortunately, you're not able to access it. It doesn't.
Can I figure out, like, is it like a rotating fob number or something?
It's a combination of things. It is a facial recognition and password.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Figure out a way to type.
Is it a network drive or is it a physical drive?
It's not making it very clear from just looking at it. I mean, I suppose you can unplug the computer and see if it disappears, but it's not letting you access it one way or the other. So
Oh, and I can't tell if it's like if it's a virtual drive or if it's like a physical drive that I could pull out of the machine.
It doesn't. It's hard to be sure. I mean, you could pull the drive and see what happens, but it isn't clear whether it's a network drive or a physical drive in this case.
Okay, I'm not going to argue with you. So I found actual nothing.
Yeah, unfortunately, in that case, it is nothing other than the fact that you know it exists.
Okay, well, I am going to.
You finding anything there, Benji?
No.
Mm.
Uh,
What about,
No dog screwing pictures at any rate.
what about just deleting that picture folder?
You're gonna delete her family?
yeah, I'm
Say bye
gonna
to your kids.
err on the side of us not ever having been here. Except for the pencils. But I think I'm pretty safe with those. Shut up. Yeah, I am not sure. All right, well, can I build myself a little, I don't know, back door into this machine so I can watch it remotely?
Yeah, I think you could probably do that.
Okay. So what I want to do is build a little thing that I can bring up on a different computer, even when I'm an internet dummy, and that I can see what's going on this machine, even if she logs into it remotely.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'm going to wrap this scene real quick before I get to what the conclusion of this scene is.
Yeah.
But so you had your distraction definitely came into play.
Oh yeah.
Aspirations? Anyone?
Well, no, I didn't find anything, so no.
Yeah.
We don't.
Mark?
Well,
Aspirations or scars?
Computer stuff.
I'm sorry?
I wanted to mess up Karen's computer stuff.
Okay. Do you feel like you've done that?
No, because I didn't delete her
Her
photo
family?
drive.
I know. There's still a chance. He hasn't logged off yet.
Well, he's.
But yeah,
on it.
he has to go first, so.
He disagreed.
Well. No one upgraded a failure to dramatic failure. There was no petty theft or other minor crimes.
I mean, technically, I destroyed her pencils.
I don't think you should take a leak on the plants.
Public urination. Well, not really public, but yeah. Gosh.
I might have to do
Think
that.
about it.
I might have to do that between sending him out and sending me out.
All right. Do either of you have the landlady as a? Well, I guess this whole thing is a conviction touchstone. If you have either the landlady or Abby or the Gununga Gap group as convictions between the two of you, correct?
No.
No. You like the landlady? Okay.
No, she's just not a touchstone.
I don't have either of them as touchdowns either.
All right. Okay. So, no loyalty touchdown side this time. Better luck next time. Okay. All right. Let's switch back to the condo.
All right. So, how were the smoothies?
Great, and I probably tell the story of.
Okay. Rachel, I am going to have you make a quick, because you just kind of made this smoothie thing up, right?
Well, I'm assuming that I probably have a go-to smoothie recipe, but
Yeah.
I didn't come to the party expecting to make smoothies.
So you're kind of working with whatever Steve has in his apartment.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and give me an intelligence plus crafts.
Pickles and mustard smoothie. Chocolate chips.
It's 7, 8.
Yep. 8
8,
out
9.
of 10.
Okay, 1.
Okay. You make passably good smoothies, which she praises this to the skies. And now it's pancake time. Unless you're trying to get her drunk.
All right.
Well, we could always spike the next batch of smoothies.
All right.
Okay. Pancakes.
Pancakes.
First
Sounds
round of
good.
pancakes.
I can't
Goes
wait.
fabulously.
Oh, good.
And then there's
Wonderful.
one of those fireworks or gunshots moments outside that sort of rattles the counter just a little bit. And Karen asks for seconds.
There's a noise outside.
Yeah, that causes the counter to rattle a little bit with the pancake maker on it. So it has moved a fraction of an inch.
Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
What's the
Well.
farthest part in the apartment from the pancake maker?
What was it?
What's the
What'd you
furthest
ask?
point in the apartment from the pancake maker?
And the Olympic theme starts playing.
No.
To be honest, I kind of thought we had done the nozzle has moved thing, but yeah. All right. Well, I will go out there and I will do my best to put it back to wherever it was. And I cannot remember where it was. So I am going to move it to the spot that I really feel best about. And then I'm going to try to chat with the room while I'm still back there.
Hey, Steve.
Yeah.
See, you might remember one thing. You might remember me very specifically telling you to do something with this particular dial.
Yeah. It was the pancake brownness
Done this
bit.
button, yeah.
Yeah. Something about that button, very specifically.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna put it. I don't really remember any of this stuff. I'm just gonna move it to the setting that I would like to eat pancakes of that color.
Okay.
We're gonna go for broke.
Good man, Steve. Good man.
All right. A seemingly perfectly normal pancake comes out.
Really?
Yeah, it has a slightly strange scent to it, but
I was gonna have some conversation with the room while I was doing this about how everyone felt about having raccoon, and then I was gonna tie that into like the last guy I brought here. He apparently had eaten a raccoon at some point in time.
he had apparently eaten a raccoon at some time.
Yeah.
No, I'm just afraid that you
Never
just
mind. The moment has passed.
pancakes.
So yeah, I'm going to continue to make pancakes then. I have
Okay.
3. Wait, how many do I need? I have 3, and there's
4
people?
William too. Yeah, 4 people.
all right. We'll go for broke.
All right, so you make 4 pancakes. Karen, I wouldn't want to say she insists on eating hers first, but spears it off the serving plate before you have a chance to say otherwise.
Oh.
And just sort of digs
All
into it. And is like, oh, that's just fantastic,
Great.
I've heard about this pancake maker, and it's just an amazing thing. And like the same sort of spiel that she gave you a couple days ago, you'd think that she would remember it better.
Excellent. I will
You
have
should just-
mine.
It tastes like vomit.
Trying my pancake.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Well.
Oh, you know, I think I had too much smoothie.
Everyone else is going to make their excuses.
I
He
need
doesn't
to
seem to
try
notice a difference in the taste.
smoothie.
Who doesn't?
Or she's really, really doing a bang up job covering up the fact that this tastes awful.
All right.
We'll offer
Well
her
now.
one and
Have
see.
a composure off, you guys.
Yeah, I am gonna do my best to say that everything is going fine.
I guess
This
that was your
is-
aspiration, right?
This is exactly what I wanted to eat today.
yeah.
These exact pancakes. It occurs to me, what is my composure? Okay.
So earlier, someone was joking about spiking drinks. Are you guys actually going to try to liquor her up a little bit? There's been
not.
some like telepathic conversation involving sharpening pencils that doesn't make a damn lick of sense. But apparently, they're not done with whatever they're doing down there.
You're not the one making the smoothies.
You know, well, you know what? You know what
True.
goes really, really good with pancakes? Mimosas.
Yeah, I like
Mimosas.
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 So that's a breakfast food.
Yeah. You have some sparkling something or other around your place?
I'm sure I do.
All right. I will work to scrounge up the making for mimosas using the remainder of the smoothie if needed.
Okay. Karen just sort of submits and is okay with this. And pretty soon she's like acting like, you know, you're her best friends and, you know, like acting like a Budweiser commercial or something.
Oh, that's great.
You know, oh,
Lovely.
Steve, I never believed all those allegations that you were some kind of male Black Widow and that all of the 5 wives that you married died under mysterious circumstances. And it's not like the tabloids that printed those stories were good source of information. These sleazy tabloids. And all the rumors about how, you know, bad things seem to happen to all your imitators, naysayers, and just sour grapes and dumb rumors, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yes, it turns out that there are rumors about you that you're a serial killer, essentially.
I'm giving you a telepathic raised eyebrow.
I promise that was not me. Okay.
Is that a
I don't-
caterpillar made of
I
hair?
don't promise, but yeah.
A telepathic
I don't
raised
think that was
eyebrow.
me.
That's a weird. It's like a grasshopper, except with I don't know what kind of. I don't even remember what's in the grasshopper anymore. It's been too long. But
Yeah, no, it's weird the things that they make up about you when you're me. When
it really
you're me.
is.
Yeah.
All right, burglars. No horrible monster has come out from under the desk and tried to eat you. The plants are still very unhappy at not having been watered.
Yeah. Well, okay. So I guess
Usually Abby waters them on Sunday nights, and she obviously she's not here tonight, so clearly that's why they're not being watered. Clearly.
Yeah. Well, so I guess we're doing one last sweep around the room.
Mm-hmm.
As long as they're still getting sloshed upstairs, we might as well take one last look.
Yeah, so either on
Right.
the computer or in other stuff in the office that I've been looking around at while he's been doing that, we haven't found any sort of mention of suspicious things or other, I don't know, company contacts or any sort of leads.
Well, we did find.
Oh
those-
no, there's pictures all over the place, and both of her family, and like there are also some pictures of like award ceremonies where her higher ups are there. Now they're just the pictures. They don't usually have the names to go with them. But like, you know, she's a pretty well-known employee and has won a few awards and has gotten like certificates from people who probably don't know her name, but I mean they're bigwigs within Gagungagap.
Do we run into like a file of like pink slips or anything, like employees that have been let go?
You have a very thorough list. Yeah, you are able to find a list of current and former employees.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you take a look in her email? Could you get in there?
No, I didn't think to look. I was too busy looking for records. I didn't actually. I don't think I saw where her email goes in and out. Did I see anything like that?
You weren't looking for that. You got distracted.
Yeah, I was distracted. Okay, well, I'm going to sit back down, look at her email.
Well, the bad news is it looks like she's one of those kind of people that just leaked everything after she's read it.
Sure.
The good news is that she has actually gotten a couple emails. Most of them are just the usual like corporate junk mail. You know, look at all the charity stuff we've done.
Sure.
They're starting to take up a collection for the people who were injured or killed in the 4th of July thing.
Right, but even on those, you could see where they come from.
Yeah. Well, at least you'll have an email address that's associated with it. It's usually going to be group box or like a doesn't accept replies sort of box, but it at least exists.
Okay. I'm going to.
There's also a dossier.
A dossier?
Yeah. It comes to look. I mean, it's like the subject line makes it seem like new tenants. Okay, whatever, new tenants, not a big deal. But the there's actually an attachment there that is a pretty thorough breakdown of someone's predilection, or not predilection, but like propensity or likelihood of being able to be given precognitive abilities, some just sort of analysis of psychic potential. That is not something you usually get when you are applying for submitting a rent application.
Okay. I'm going
it's for the people that are. It's for the person, one of the people who's moving in.
I'm going to clone her entire mailbox and upload it to myself.
Okay.
Can you set it like she needs to redo her password? Because that's really annoying.
Ooh.
Time ran out over the weekend when she wasn't here, and now she ran out of time when she comes back to the office. She's got to come up with a new password.
Or just change your password.
She's got to set it. Well, I'd rather have it look like she ran out of time to reset it herself.
No. The thing is like if you make a mistake on your password, you don't usually assume, oh yeah, someone's broken into my computer and changed my password. You assume, what the hell did I mistyping? I must have caps lock on, or
yeah.
It's petty, but it's subtle. It isn't obvious intrusion.
But that's also different than the computer coming up with you need to make a new password now.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'll do it.
Okay. Get your aspiration. Yay!
Computer annoyances. I don't remember.
Oh my gosh.
I should have brought a fresh fish or something to hide in here somewhere.
So that it's a really old fish by the time the office is open again.
Yeah.
You said it's Sunday?
Yeah. It's Sunday night, yeah.
So it's actually she'll like work will probably be tomorrow.
Yeah, probably.
Right.
But you can always come back later with fish.
Yeah.
You can always come back later with fish.
All right. So we have some stuff to sift through now, and I feel like I've accomplished something. I will. All right, you ready to go?
Sure.
All right, I'm going to send you out first. Shut up! I'll do it in a second. All right, you're out. Oh shit. All right. And then I'll start pissing in plants until I can't piss anymore.
Whee!
Yes.
Good Lord.
Not
All
my
right.
aspiration, but it's fun.
Shut up! I'm dry. That's all I got. I'm not coming back. No. I'm out.
All right. I'll go, or at least I'll go back to my condo or whatever.
Mhm. All right. So, how are you handling cheerfully drunk Karen?
Well, I mean, once we know that they're out, we can stop trying to prolong the evening.
Okay.
So let it come to an organic end, so it doesn't seem like we're trying to push her out, because then that would just be suspicious.
Yeah,
But
no, this is a good time.
yeah, we won't mention like, hey, let's make latkes or something like that.
Besides, it's not like, I mean, I'm gonna keep you up anyway, so may as well be up here instead of being up down there.
Call her an Uber. We'll fuck with her car.
Jeez, people.
I don't think we know what car she drives. Or I guess Benji might know what car she drives.
I know what
Sure,
car she
Benji
drives.
knows.
Okay.
I will say, do you need any help getting home, or can we call you a ride?
Yeah, I think I probably should try to drive under this condition.
Great.
Yeah, it's good.
Call
That's
her
good.
Uber or something.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You're keeping me up all night. You can pay for the frickin' Uber.
Yeah, no, I got the Uber. It's fine. It's fine.
All right. Well, that went well.
Yeah, it has been great having you over.
Did you guys?
No, that was out of character, but yeah.
No.
I literally, now that you've let Karen go home, I literally had a plan for what happens if you murder her and have to bury her in a shallow grave. So,
She's not my conviction touchdown.
We're petty, not murderers.
I mean,
except when
unless
we're
that-
6-year-old children.
I've seen you guys work. Sometimes, okay, it's usually either Nikki or me that's notorious for acting out rather violently at a moment's notice.
I definitely, if I were in your party, I would have tried to poison her, not lethally, but like with Ipecac or something.
Well,
But considering that she can't taste vomit,
she might not be.
All there. Human.
No, I was gonna go for she might not be because we also didn't. She also didn't have any like. She also didn't have any reaction to the terrible tasting pancakes. And the rest, I assume the rest of us did, right? Yeah.
I took a bite,
even-
and then
I was thinking it was tasteless. Wait, no, that's not actually a thing.
Probably
Yeah,
not a
that's-
good drinker.
Sorry, I just couldn't resist. Not the anomalous biology thing that anyone would actually take. But,
Yeah. So she is probably not human. Or something.
Or she has no taste buds.
What do you mean?
Well,
Here, I saved one for you. Go
try it.
ahead, try it out.
I'm not eating a pancake from that pancake.
I promise it's not made of bees. Anyway,
Lick it. Lick the
that
pancake.
pancake maker, I can show you the god. I saw you. You've moved the dial.
You didn't move the dial.
I didn't move the dial. I mean, I did later, but first it moved on its own, and then I moved it.
It moved on its own? What do you mean?
I mean, I came back and it had moved on its own.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you didn't get raccoons or murder hornets, but I'm not eating that.
Okay, that's fine. It tastes terrible. Speaking of which, is there anyone who we would like to give a really, really unappetizing flavored pancake?
We could send apology pancakes to the cultists.
No.
We don't know who they are.
I know what they drive. I don't know most people's names in this place, but I know what everybody drives.
in fact, he probably has a name for all of them based on their car.
Yeah. Shitty purple Mazda Miata. It's that Asian guy who thinks he's really cool. Soccer mom with the big van. Yeah. Well, now I know everybody's names.
Did you get
'Cause
anything from the exploits?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So a list of things that we got are we got the names of everybody who lives here and their numbers. And I just start, while we're talking about this, I just start typing them into a spreadsheet.
Are we meeting up at the same spot? Are you doing this?
Yeah, I think we'll meet up at the same spot. Why do I have the one person's picture here? But I put the receptionist desk back up.
So we found a list of current and former employees. Saul found a whole bunch of marketing material with all these people that they're trying to sell stuff to and whatnot, right?
Yeah, it's like it was a list of specifically a lot of the sales reps and their various like histories and so on. It includes a lot of people from the former owners of Serendipitous Gardens who a Shenango Gap real estate group was looking at potentially hiring, or at least making decisions about whether they wanted to keep them on or whether they wanted to can them. And a lot of them got canned, some of them didn't.
Did who survived the transition? Was Gene on that list?
Gene was one of the people who was on the list, and there was a note that made it seem like he was just probably not going to make it, but it seems like someone stepped in at some point and made it clear that he had to stay. There was not going to be an option of getting rid of him, no matter how annoying he happened to be. So there was a sales rep that they really wanted to keep, but decided that he didn't want to be associated with Shenango Gap Group, and ultimately, left in under pretty tense circumstances.
That sounds like a good lead.
Tomorrow. Okay.
Good night, Madeline.
You got a giggle. I don't know if you heard that.
Yeah, I heard it. We found, I cloned her email. I'm not sure what that means anymore, but
Wait. Back up. You did something that you don't understand what it was.
Yeah. So
gremlins in his ears. They're probably
let's talk about that in a minute here before I lose my oh shit, I lost it. I stopped typing names into the spreadsheet. Damn it. I'll have to do it.
Email.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I sent myself a link just in case to, I don't know where I put it, but this is a thing to it. Yeah, here it is. This is all of her emails. And oh man, there's a lot of emails here.
Oof.
No, actually,
14,000?
No. That's she's the opposite. She's the kind of person who deletes every email as she gets it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Got it.
She doesn't archive diddly squat. Like
Oh,
if it says
I'm
do
sorry.
not delete, she just deletes it faster. But no, she just have just a handful of emails. Most of them were like corporate, but yeah, there was the one with the dossier.
Got it. Okay, I'm sorry. I literally thought you said the exact opposite. Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Types of people in the world.
Okay, so yeah, so apparently she deletes everything when she's done with it. I don't know who does that. I mean, just leave it be. Just it's read. You what if you need to look at it later?
Exactly.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So anyway, apparently when people move in here, like this family is going to, the cruises apparently, they are, yeah, she does like some crazy background check on them, and that background check includes how likely they are to become, what's this word?
Paranormal stuff.
Yeah.
Like what we be.
Yeah. They're doing this on
Zombies.
purpose. This shit ain't accident.
They're trying to do
Well.
this.
That is disheartening.
You actually recognize Gary Cruz.
I recognize Gary.
Steve.
Cruz.
Oh, I recognize.
Well, you might recognize. He's your personal trainer. He's one of your loyalty touchstones. His family's moving in.
Oh,
I pulled that name out of my ass.
He didn't have a last name on the character sheet, so
he did not. What did you say his name was?
Cruz, I guess.
Do we have a first name?
Gary. That one you gave me.
Okay.
But Noel didn't give him a first name, and you didn't give him a last name, so I guess it's one and the same.
Oh, Gary. I see. Yeah, I did write Gary, didn't I? Cruz.
Just out of curiosity, does he work at my gym?
Of course he does.
Probably, yeah, I guess.
I know that name too.
Got to make sure that I endanger your loyalty touchstones.
All right, so Gary Cruz is moving into my building, huh?
Yeah, in the same place that the Jones moved out of.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
They think that he's going to get mental powers like me.
Well, actually, they're thinking it's probably going to be his daughter, but
Oh.
One of his daughters.
Oh, yeah, that too. What do they think it's going to happen to him? Or don't they care?
Doesn't seem to be all that interested in it.
Okay.
His likelihood is much lower than hers, than either of theirs. So.
I have a question about the
Hmm.
information in the spreadsheet when it's all transferred over.
Mm-hmm.
There's apartments that people are scheduled to move into. Are any of them our apartments?
Not at the moment, actually.
That is
question.
a very good question.
You're thinking like I think, and you know it. But yeah. So,
Wow, Rachel, you always manage to think way darker than me somehow.
and every once in a while, she thinks darker than I do, but not this time.
Well, thank goodness for that, because that would just be ominous.
Okay. Well, yeah, and then so here's the other thing that I did, and I bring up a picture of her desktop, and
Cool family photo as the wallpaper.
yeah, yeah, we can watch what she does on her computer now.
Ooh.
Ah.
I can't do anything to it from here because that would be more traceable. But we can watch what she does on it.
All right.
Find
Not
out if
bad.
there's
So now we just have to figure out a way to get her to do something on the computer so we can watch her do it.
Yeah. Here's the weird thing though. It really looks like she works on that computer all the time. Like the date stamps and stuff on stuff. It looks like she's there in the office, but the office people don't think that she works in there.
Or they just say that.
Well, sure,
I
but
drink gasoline, so they're probably all in on this deal.
It's also
Yeah,
possible
okay.
that she remotes in most of the time.
right. And so
That
I think
too,
she might
yeah.
be
Yeah.
playing with her computer from somewhere else. Yeah. Anyway, I had better lingo for you like a half hour ago, but oh yeah, I was going to explain that. So one of the things I can do is make my brain work better, and like be able to like work computers and stuff, real good. But I can only do it for a little while, and sometimes it hurts.
Uh-huh.
and then it goes away.
Yeah, then it goes away after a little while. But I can like do cool brain tricks and stuff like this. I point at the spreadsheet that I got most of the way filled out, where I can like remember everything that I see. Later on I can finish the spreadsheet or whatever once I turn it on again. But yeah. But I can like do some really cool stuff like that. Saul, sorry I didn't warn you about the things. I had no idea that you'd be able to see them. Nobody's ever been able to see them before. There's a couple of shit. This is gonna sound really fucked up. There's a couple of
devil.
yeah. There's a couple of little voices that talk to me sometimes, and I know how that sounds, but they're real, and they're really annoying, and they
Oh. Do we get to meet them?
God, I hope not.
Name?
Well, I call them righty and lefty because one is in the right ear and one is in the left ear. And righty likes to fix things and lefty likes to break things, usually. Sometimes it's not super clear what they're up to, but
What would you call them if they switched ears?
shit, I don't know.
Always asking the important question.
Yeah, we'll
Lever.
cross that bridge when we get to it. But yeah.
I can turn into a cat.
There's a lot of weird stuff.
You can turn into a cat?
Yeah.
And that's why we have to keep these people from moving in. Especially Gary. He's a friend.
Well, yeah, they don't think that Gary's gonna have something happen to him, but his daughter probably.
Messing with
Yeah, that's still bad though.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's how
I'm
you
just-
get child armies.
Maybe that's what they want.
And really loud movies.
Did you send Karen home in an Uber?
Yeah. Why?
Yeah. You have her address.
Well, yeah, I got her address too. I got the address of, well, tomorrow I'll have the address of everybody who used to work here, but does that mean her car's outside? She's got a,
I guess.
I'd assume so.
Probably.
she's got a red Dodge Intrepid or something. It's pretty old.
You'd think she'd have upgraded by now, but
Yeah.
I guess she has 4 kids, one of whom is going into college.
I bet she's got more than one car. This is the one she uses for work or something. Anyway, I'm gonna go break into it and see what's up.
Yeah, that sounds fun. I'll come.
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear any of this conversation.
Why?
Felons don't go to the Olympics.
Oh. Oh. Right. Right. But cats do.
Cat Olympics?
That's a deep cut.
Yeah, you might have other reasons that you would be disqualified.
You just don't turn into a cat.
I am going to become Rachel's conviction touchstone at some point. I don't know why.
You almost started out that way.
Oh yeah, it's true. That's not the first time you've irritated her.
No, nor the last.
No,
And there's not really a good reason for it either.
other than it's Jake being Jake. Quite honestly, trolling Rachel is what you do. Trolling everyone else is what Rachel does. So
I'll just have to figure out some fun switching shenanigans with my cat.
it'd be interesting.
So I hear we're breaking into a car.
Yeah,
Or at least
just be
watch
the lookout again. You're good at that.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. So I'm gonna break into her car. I don't really have a mission. I just wanted to break into her car.
As it turns out, her car is not here. And
What?
it and based on like the like app for the Uber, she didn't actually go anywhere.
Like she didn't take the Uber, you mean?
She didn't take the Uber.
She just. I wonder if we can track her.
It looks like she pretended to take the Uber and drove home drunk.
No.
No.
Well, that's one possibility, but that's not what I'm getting at.
No, I don't think that's what's going on.
Do we? Are there?
Hey, if she
So-
didn't take an Uber, And if her car isn't here, maybe we should go see what's at that address that she's supposed to live at.
It's like the driver didn't pick anyone up, or I'm confused on that side of things.
The Uber didn't pick anyone up.
Because if nobody lives there, then we are in a ghost story.
Maybe.
That's all I'm saying.
I got some theories, but
Wait though. Ghosts don't have phones. So it's not a ghost.
How do you know ghosts don't have phones?
Well, you make a good point. I have no idea how phones work, but I don't think they do. If they had phones, this would be in movies. Trust me. Actually, there might have been a movie about that.
Yeah, well, you just Google the address and map it out or something. Look at it on Google Earth and all that stuff.
No. We got to go there.
Yeah.
Don't.
Let's go.
Don't trust the inner buds. Let's go. Let's go now.
Yeah.
Fine, I'll go for this.
All right. I don't have to go to work.
Drive-by stalking.
What did you say, Eric?
I said
Drive-by stalking. Hey, I'm sure we'll be very stealthy. They'll never know we're here.
What we were
Right.
planning to do is in no way illegal.
So, who's driving, and what's your wits plus drive?
Probably the car guy.
Probably Benji.
Well, if that's happening, then
I can drive too. I didn't. I mean, I don't have
I am
drive trained.
driving.
So. Here, I have not rolled dice tonight. I will drive.
Oh, I have no drive.
I don't think. Noel, are you going to let him drive?
what I mean, he's not driving my car, and we're not taking my car because my car has one seat in it.
Oh, okay. Are you driving someone else's car?
All right, I got one success.
Okay.
If he's driving, he's probably driving his own car.
Oh yeah. You guys can take my car. Yeah, hop in.
All right. Drive casual.
What kind of car do you have anyway?
I don't know, something
Like
expensive.
Some big
It's like-
Escalade or something.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like a vehicle that is like made to be a manual transmission, but they make just a few automatic transmission ones for people who don't know how to drive a manual, but it defeats the purpose of having that vehicle because you get it for the manual transmission.
There you go.
It's a car
Also-
for people. Yeah. It's like the worst of all worlds.
Also, it's got to be something that looks nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Looks nice, but,
I'm
shouldn't
cringing
be
the
an
whole
auto.
way.
really
All right. So you drive by Karen's house. She lives in upscale-ish, not like rich, but like middle class, like upper middle class part of the neighborhood, or neighborhood like at the edge of town. Probably in Aurora. Seems like a good place.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And there's a house there.
Yeah, there's a house there. Most of the lights are out. Probably you assume like it's the master bedroom with light is on. Looks her car's in the driveway, or not the driveway. I guess it wouldn't be the driveway because there's a garage, but there's no indication that she's not home.
Hey, cat girl, go check it out.
They don't arrest cats, even for
Fair enough.
trespassing.
Just-
All right.
I approve of this plan.
Just hey, Eric, what happens to my clothes?
I usually say they transform with you because I find ritual of pants silly.
Okay.
Right of pants.
Yeah, I always found rite of pants to be utterly silly, and it's just not worth it to me.
Then
I mean, don't like carry a dynamite vest with you, but
No.
reasonable amount of equipment and so on, I'm all right with.
It's definitely my favorite part of animal transformation. If it were me, I would totally have to get naked.
And that would be a legitimate way of approaching it as well. But if you're going to ask me, my answer is going to be, you don't need to get naked. It's okay.
All right. Well, still, you all just turn around.
So kind of you not to force us to get naked, Eric.
I'm not
You know,
transforming.
it's been a long time since I've had gamers get naked at my gaming table, so I don't need to relive those days.
All right.
And then we can put you in the trunk if that'll help.
No, I just. I mean, that might.
Oh, hell.
It's just. I just don't want you to look at me differently. Just turn around.
All right.
Sure.
All right.
Make it
Ah,
through
check
me.
this out.
You probably hear some kind of weird. And I shrink down into a cat that
All right.
looks basically like it's
You might need to pull that
Little black
closer
cat.
to the camera. Little black cat.
yes. One of the a black cat that looks like a puddle of ink
Okay.
with eyes.
All right. You're a cat.
I'm a cat.
Yep. It isn't. Go ahead and give me I'll call it wits plus stealth.
Do I get any bonuses for being a cat?
Yeah, we'll call it a 3. That seems reasonable.
Does she
Something.
use cat dexterity for that?
That's why I made it wits instead of dex.
Oh,
Right.
Those rules are coming, but they aren't done being written yet. So
You say with 3, you mean 3 extra dice?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Even a failure is not going to be a disaster or anything. It's just
1, 2, 3, because 10s are only 1, right?
correct. But
re-roll
you can
again.
re-roll. But yeah.
4.
Okay. All right. So you have no difficulty scrabbling up a tree onto the little, like the secondary roof just outside the window and peeking in on Karen and her husband. Just sort of, she's reading in bed. He's kind of half asleep. Just clearly getting ready for bed. You see no indication that she is intoxicated or has been recently drinking or is anything but tired after spending all day long and basically all weekend with 4 kids, ranging from the age of 18 to 8.
Does it seem?
I'm starting to think Abby is a shapeshifter.
That's what I was thinking too. Abby came. Into Karen. That's so awesome. Go, Abby. Does it seem like the kids live there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's like nightlight and such in the lowest ones. I guess the 18-year-old's probably not asleep at this hour.
Okay.
Being
Well,
18.
My point is, there's evidence that they exist, and they aren't just photoshopped illusions.
Yes.
Okay.
There's evidence that they exist. They're real people.
Real people.
I know you wouldn't feel bad about Photoshop people.
But none of them were on the float.
Well, on our
None of them were on the float.
Abby note, I guess, with the information we have, where does Abby live?
Abby lives in a condo in the apartment building, in the condo building.
In our same building.
Yes, she does.
Well, I will scamper back to the car with my report. Because
Meow, 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 meow.
learn cat, suckers.
No.
I'm still not convinced this is not a ghost story.
Well, it is Chronicles of Darkness game, so Ghost Story is always an option.
All right, we're going home though.
Yeah.
All right,
Or,
hold on, just turn around again.
meow,
Meow, meow, meow, meow, meow, meow.
I mean,
Well,
She's got claws in that form, though.
I do. I'm not
It
declawed.
does. They're not particularly dangerous because they're just domestic cat claws, but they are claws.
And I have teeth.
All right.
Cat teeth.
Are there any? I'll make sure that there's no light trying to escape.
No light trying to escape.
From
Oh,
my.
Oh,
oh, is that? That's an. Hold on. What is your scar on that? Is that involuntary? And what is which
Power
one?
built up.
Is it what?
Power built-
Oh, okay. Well, let's see. Is there a more awkward time that I can imagine that happening than this?
Wait, what is happening?
I don't know.
Marco is reminding him about his
Possibly
power buildup.
nothing.
hopefully nothing. Excuse me.
Basically, I
Um,
kind of try and always fight to not be emitting light.
If you start glowing like the sun right now, you are not allowed to come on our next stakeout.
and you are at 3 identify. No, that's identifier. Physical identifier.
My scar is currently at 4 because of the stability thing we have to.
Oh. But you have identifier as a as a deviation, so it's effectively a 3.
The scar effect is 3, but +1 for identifier.
Right. My base is a 3, and then it's +1 with destructive added on because of the stability thing.
Destructive or volcanic?
It's the thing where you direct
Oh,
it.
destructive. Okay, I'm sorry. There it is. All right, so destructive is the 3.
I think volcanic was the other keyword on it.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and make your resistance roll. Yep.
You are.
With your penalties.
All right. So it's the penalty is just equal to the stability.
Yep, basically how much instability you've got right now. Because all minor and medium get that
I have a
penalty.
medium and 2 minor, so -3.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Harsh mistress time with
I mean 1 die. All right. I fail.
Okay. So Tamsin gets a transformation sequence. It's all full of flashing colored lights, like this little laser light show on the front lawn as the cat turns into a person.
Oh,
That's
Well,
a
I'm in the
band.
car, so it's like shooting out the window.
It is doing some pretty impressive things with what windows it's got available to it, using the mirrors. It's like it's just really trying.
I figure out what's going on pretty quickly and I start driving.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, be right.
Sometimes
We are not bringing you along next time. You were
You
warned.
definitely see the shadow of the eldest kid looking out the window at what the hell's going on outside.
at some point, I'm sure I can stop it.
Wait, Blair techno music.
Oomph, 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 oomph.
This if we become a driving rave. It's okay.
Party bus in a car.
Party bus in a car. These are the suburbs. There ain't no freaking party buses out here.
It's a bit brighter than like, colored party lights flashing around because the default is sunlight.
Shush you.
So hold on. Can we body paint you and just put filters on?
It won't help.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Well, so you'd be like rainbow colors.
I can actually change the color of my own light.
Well,
No.
Care Bear stare.
now I've gotten to be Sailor Moon. Amazing.
Shoot it
Yeah,
out of
you
your
got to
belly.
be Sailor Moon. Cat Sailor Moon.
Sailor
Neko Moon.
Moon.
Sailor Neko? It's Nico? I can't remember how it's pronounced.
Neko is right, yeah.
Neko. Okay. Been a little while since I've actually watched anime. Freaking quarantine.
That's like
The only thing you
reason
do in quarantine.
increase.
No, but Noel and I usually like hang out and watch anime and drink wine. That's like the only time I watch anime.
Yeah,
So-
he needs me and to be drunk for most of
Yeah,
the shows
true.
that we watch.
Yeah. Though, I picked up gargoyles randomly last couple of nights. Yeah. Which is actually very deviant in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
As the whole, I was actually rather surprised by how much. I remember Neil talking early on that was like one of his influences on the conspiracy angle of it.
Yeah.
When he was thinking about it. It's a pretty deviant show.
I
In
don't
any
remember
case,
much about that show.
yeah, it's very 90s. Oh my gosh. It's like over the top, ridiculous, and just it's like X-Men level of drama.
Yeah, I liked X-Men.
And
I
it's
just
like,
don't remember
yeah,
Gargoyle.
it's like they had Ninja Turtles. It's all that era. Like it's very like all the characters are all like bold proclamations and do-gooders. It's like the Tick, if the Tick took itself seriously. That's actually probably a little harsh, but it's a pretty silly show.
I haven't thought about the Tick in a long time.
Yeah,
I did really like that show.
Yeah. All right, I guess we can bonk. So back at the condo after the laser light show.
Okay.
I stopped by on the way home to get non-vomit pancakes, by the way, for the morning.
I think
Sounds
I'm
like a
off
plan.
pancakes a bit. Thanks.
For me.
Oh,
me.
well, if you're gonna keep me up all night, you could at least invite me for breakfast.
Hey,
Well, then, yeah.
Wait,
just
come
wait,
have
wait,
pancakes.
wait.
No pleasing
Come
her.
on, pancake.
Seriously, she might as well
Come
just make you a conviction touchstone right now. I mean,
I got pancakes. You watched me buy them. You had to because I'm your ride right now. So
Yeah, you can at least get waffles or French toast.
Making it worse.
with a
Phrasing.
memory of vomit.
oh, fine. We'll do waffles. Come up to my place tomorrow morning. We'll have waffles.
All right, we will.
We do not have to role play that.
angry waffle breakfast.
Yeah. So how'd you sleep last night?
Yikes.
Probably start humming the refrain from a Bollywood musical back at you.
So we should probably we've got 20 minutes here.
Oh no, we got 30 minutes, but
Oh, you're
We
right.
do.
yeah,
Clock
it's
is fast.
we got a little bit of left time.
Okay.
Is there still?
I guess. Mhm.
I was gonna poke my head in at the front desk and see if Lester is still there.
Lester kind of looks like hell. Like he was not expecting to be up all night.
For Lester some
But
pancakes.
he's still there. at the moment when you wake up the next morning. You got Karen really drunk. She doesn't usually let go like that.
It was her.
Wait, what? I definitely missed something in the
It
in
was
the
Abby.
communication.
It was Karen.
Yeah, but okay.
Karen. Really?
Yeah. All right. So I'm checking in the morning. You're saying, and Lester
Yeah.
is still there in the morning.
And Lester is still there in the morning.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
It was definitely Abigail or Abby.
Yeah.
You said Abby lives in the same condo, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she lives in the building. There
Do we
apparently is a
know-
nice employee discount.
Do we know her room number?
Wait, hang on.
Directory, right?
You talked to Karen on the phone in
Yeah.
front of Abby.
Did I? It wasn't in front of Abby, was it?
I thought you did.
I thought I had that call in the condo, didn't I?
Oh, maybe.
So there
Yeah, that
is
call was in the condo.
Okay.
some possibility that I called Karen's number and Abby's phone rang, and we just weren't there, so we didn't know.
Well, I see either option one, that happened, or option two, Karen was like, oh yeah, I'll totally come, not intending to actually come.
Yeah, but then there's the name thing, and
That-
Abby did mention something about her being a walking something. Do you guys remember what I'm talking about? Her being involved in Karen going to things somehow. She mentioned that last week for sure. I remember this.
She was sometimes the person who would walk around carrying the laptop so that Karen could get involved in the Zoom meeting.
Yeah. Okay.
The keeper of the
Yeah.
notebook.
I don't know. I thought it was stated in more vague terms, so never mind.
Mm.
Either way, whatever time makes the most sense to do this, I want to write just a little note that says, thanks for coming, not signing it, and just slide it under the door that we now know to be hers.
Abby's door?
Abby's door, yeah.
Okay. Abby eventually rolls into the receptionist's desk at about 10 o'clock in the morning. Looking possibly a little hungover still, but none the worse.
Good news,
for wear.
Abby. I have a new mug for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's
Let me
the
see.
it's the one that says Abby on it. Like, hi,
Oh,
my
that's
name is
very
Abby or something
sweet.
like that.
I can't drink this at work though.
Oh, why not?
But I really appreciate the sentiment.
Yeah.
Karen would not approve. Is what I'm saying, but I appreciate it. I won't tell her.
She doesn't
As long
approve
as
of
you don't
your
either.
name. That's weird.
It's a control thing.
Clearly. She's got control issues.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I'm sure. She says she had a wonderful time last night. Made it very difficult to get up this morning.
Good.
We're making friends.
I'm very curious as to what's going on now.
Well, that's the goal.
I may change my short-term aspiration to just totally befriending Abby. Just like
I would be legit. You're about halfway there already.
Well, if she's fulfilling some Karen roles in the building, it might not be a bad idea for us to be on her good side.
She
She
could
is
be
still a
one.
conviction touchstone, though, so that's going to be hard for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
You can flip it if you want. There's a mechanic for it.
Yeah, I have to look that
my
up.
friends.
It's not even complicated.
I am not good enough at being mean to her, I don't think.
No, you're really bad at being mean to her. I should
Not doing a
probably
good
smack
job.
you with the faltering stick, to be honest, but like, yeah, it's you've been very nice to Abby. And
I tried the Abby mug. And I
it would not
thought
be
it
it would not be hard.
I don't know how to be mean. I get her more gifts.
You're like the
Yeah, but it was something that was supposed to cause conflict with Karen when she came, except she never came.
Then maybe next time you should give it to her in front of Karen. Except
No, seriously, if you want to switch her from conviction to loyalty and burn away that instability really fast, you have a good opportunity to do it in this case. So,
All right.
I mean, let's face it. You were kind of being petty to her at the beginning, but she was nice back to you, and then you suddenly got nice to her, and that feels very much like conviction turning to loyalty to me.
Yeah.
And you can do that with relatively painlessly in this game.
Darn
you can look up the mechanics; it was pretty painless.
endearing.
Darn
you making her so endearing.
I try. You know me, I'm all about either NPCs you can't find or NPCs you don't feel like you deserve murder. So, I mean, how many times have I given you villains that you guys just couldn't bring yourself to kill? For one reason or another. It's quite a few. It's the thing I do. Anyway. So, I guess we're at 20 till. I gave some beats out during that. Were there any times you did not hear me tinkle beat jar into the beat jar that you thought I should have?
I never heard any, so I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Oh, maybe I need to put them close to the microphone or like ring a bell. Ding-a-ling-a-ling.
I'm trying to think about any that would have related to me specifically, and I cannot think of any.
What do we get when we fulfill an aspiration?
You get a beat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you got that. That's fine.
Yeah. For the record, I am changing my aspiration for next time to. Well, I mean, my overarching aspiration is still the same, but immediately I am wanting to befriend Abby.
Yeah, well, I mean, aspiration is it's all short term for Deviant. So,
Yeah.
I completed my aspiration this time around, so I'm going to change it to. I want to figure out who is Karen? Like, what is going on? Because I'm starting to get very interested in what she's up to or not up to. Or is Karen a construct of the building, or is she,
or what Karen is?
well, because I'm just kind of wondering, is Karen like some persona that Abby has come up with, that she's just like stolen via social media, like all this stuff about her family, and or is Karen the evil real one, and I have no idea what's going on.
But the name conflict, I feel like the name conflict has to have, it definitely indicates that they are different people. but
we've seen them
I
in the
guess
same
I guess
place.
maybe they're different personalities of the same person or something. I don't know.
I guess it is deviant. That's totally legit.
It's hard to know.
Abby was
Last night,
pretending to be Karen.
Otherwise, they are two indistinct. I'm sorry, they are two
Well-
distinct people.
So
We'll definitely find out next session, because if the Karen who's involved with this place, if her oldest son saw your light show last night, then some things might happen.
it's true.
But if it was just some random person,
But
then
I
nothing
know
probably.
that, it looks like Abby might have appearance changing powers and lives here. I would probably looking to explore the fact maybe she's one of us altered people also, and should join our
Crew. Cabal.
Oh, boy.
legal action.
Okay, I can't think of
Cabal
how
is
to.
mage. Crew is Geist. Anyway, carry on.
Okay, I actually can't figure out how to word this aspiration, so I'm going to change it to make contact with somebody who hates these guys, using our context list. Because that's what I've gotten from this outing is they're doing this on purpose. I need to find somebody else who knows more about this that is also out to get them. So,
And by them, you mean the Gananga group?
yeah. And I'll probably start with the employee that decided that he didn't want to work for them and instead chose to not survive the transfer.
All right. Soul. Did you have a new aspiration you wanted to add for next time?
I just said.
I missed it then. I'm sorry.
Assuming that Abby's like us, see if she should join our lawsuit, or at least find out why she isn't joining our lawsuit. Explore that. But more on the try and get her to join us.
Okay. And Steve.
Well,
I know what you're thinking, Jake. How can I make this about pancakes?
yeah.
Well,
I mean,
you
it
found out
seems-
tonight that there are rumors that you are some kind of serial killer.
Oh, that's true.
Oh yeah, that kind of minor thing that turned up. What happened to
I
take
forgot about
amnesia
that.
flies?
So
Um,
maybe I will maybe I will see if I can figure out if that was me.
Am I a serial killer and I just don't remember?
Kitty!
Stranger things have happened this
There's a
session.
kitty. That's a kitty.
All right.
Oh, kitty.
Oh no, sad that you don't actually get to foozle the kid like Kitty.
I can't foozle that kitty anyway.
I know. Well, yeah, she's
She's
pretty standoffish.
very
cat.
selective.
She hates me.
She doesn't like me very much either.
I would say it's not you. She hates everybody who isn't the three of us, and she pretty much tolerates Madeline.
All right. So, vignette. What is the vignette about today?
what was Karen really doing at home? And she was supposed to be eating pancakes. Did she know about pancakes?
Oh, that is a really good question. Okay, I'll do Karen, or I'll be Karen. All right, who wants to take other roles? I can give you the names of kids and such.
I'll take
Or
the
other
18-year-old kid. And
So you are Christopher. All right. And of course, she could very well have been chatting with someone online as well, and so you could take that role if you prefer.
She has other kids too.
Yeah, she has a total of 4 kids. She has Christopher, who's 18, Margaret, who's 14, Elmo, who's 10, and Barbara, who's 8.
I could take Margaret.
Margaret, okay, so that's the 14-year-old that was off being a 14-year-old.
naughty.
No.
Oh, during the 4th of July, you mean?
Correct.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll be the boy who spends his time playing Fortnite.
You don't get to play Fortnite.
Trying to.
Elmo wants to play Fortnite. He probably plays like
Elmo.
a Fortnite clone on Roblox, like my son does.
She named her son Elmo.
Yes. After Saint Elmo. Patron saint of Satan. Patron
I would
saint
say
of
she deserves
sailors.
higher for that.
Also the name of a ghost town and former gold town in Colorado.
You should totally talk like Elmo the Muppet.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
Who is the other one?
Please.
I definitely can't hit that register. Sorry.
Who is the other one, Eric?
There's Barbara is the 8-year-old. And there's also her husband whose name is Joseph, who's the MT.
How about that?
Okay.
So what are we doing?
All right.
Playing Fortnite.
We're winding down bedtime, I think. All right, let's wind down bedtime. Everyone is starting to get put to sleep. Barbara's already out, and Elmo is going to be next on the list, but it's not like late. It's just after dark.
It's not fair I have to go to bed this early. I mean, these guys are little kids. I should be able to stay up as late as Steve. No,
Christopher.
18-year-old.
Elmo?
Christopher.
Christopher. Thank you.
As late as Elmo. Elmo stays up as late as he wants. Wait, no, I'm not playing Elmo. Also, Elmo is not 3, so.
I feel she should stay up almost as late as Christopher.
Just
Could you take this? I gotta finish this email real quick.
Tough. Mom had
Oh, the parenting.
you guys. Now's not the time to push buttons. You know how she is.
This is unfair.
You ever notice that sometimes Outlook does this sort of weird thing where like the last email the first email that you is marked read even though you didn't read it? It's so weird. Anyway,
And she has to like change her password and all this stuff.
yeah, it's really frustrating. I don't have my stuff with me. Oh, good Lord, what did I do here? Oh.
Why don't you just do work tomorrow?
come on, sis. Come on, sis. I'll go upstairs with you. All right. And I make like a wide eyes look at you, like, let's go.
I am running up the stairs in teenage angst.
All right. I follow after you, and I.
Elmo, it's time for bed. Time for bed.
All right.
Stop playing Roblox.
All right.
Yeah, I know.
You should
You
have
brush
seen.
your teeth?
Yeah, poo. Hands
Yes.
blown off.
No.
Brush them again. And I saw you. I see you have some chocolate milk next to you. I'm sorry. What was that, Joseph?
Oh, you know.
I go into the bathroom and turn my electric toothbrush on and do not brush my teeth.
Wow, even my kids are passive aggressive toward me. Anyway, okay, what were you saying, Mark? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Oh, you know, the 4th of July with the poo explosion and then people blowing things with fireworks.
Yeah, aren't you glad you didn't have to work that day? Good Lord, what a mess.
It's awesome.
An absolute mess. If you wonder why this work can't wait till tomorrow, that's part of the reason that work can't wait till tomorrow.
Huh? Because of fireworks?
You know how it goes. No, not the fireworks. The sewage explosion at the parade.
I guess it did involve your company there, huh?
Yeah. So we got some people who are out, and I'm gonna back them up. Even though it's not even my condo building, but you know how it is.
I'm gonna knock on the 14-year-old's door.
I'm sleeping. Leave me alone.
I crack the door and go shh, and I hold up a joint.
Oh my gosh!
Come on.
Go away. I don't want you in here.
Good Lord!
Oh, can see you.
Oh, you can't see me. Wait, can you? You can. He said kitty. He can see me.
Yeah, I've corrected myself. He can see you.
Yeah, he's opening. You're opening the door and pretending like you're not. So okay.
Yes.
All right. So we both go into my room and share a joint.
All the while, there is very angsty music playing, not at an objectionable volume, so that someone will come and ask me to turn it down, but loud enough so that you can hear easily from the outside of the room that I'm in a mood and I do not want to be disturbed.
Gosh, I can't remember what it was like to be 14 anymore. Sounds okay. All right, Elmo. I want you in bed. You can stop brushing your teeth now. You've been at it for 15 minutes.
Okay. I'm also in the midst of telling myself a story about Roblox things in a way that no human person could conceivably understand what I'm saying.
Yes, I know the type.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn in here. Turn off the light when you're done with your laptop.
All right. Oh, gosh. Man, I will say I'm glad that Abby's around. Like Abigail's around. She's absolutely insufferable in some ways, and I don't know. I had my questions about her, but like the fact that she can just do stuff for me without me having to be there is such a weight off my shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She says though there's some sort of one of the tenants that was there tonight is joining that lawsuit. So I might have to. I don't know. I might have to serve him some eviction in the near future. I'm gonna have to talk to my boss first, but he's not going to be pleased with that situation. But
What did you say? One of the tenants that was there tonight?
Mm-hmm.
was talking about joining the lawsuit and was apparently complaining pretty loudly about it. And so now they're probably going to have him evicted.
I thought she was here all day.
Yeah,
Wasn't she here at home all day?
Yeah.
yeah, but Abby's giving her an update.
Oh.
Remember how Abby was talking earlier about how there's so much information you can find on someone's cell phone? She hot mics her receptionist and uses her to spy as well. So yeah, she knows all. She listened in on the whole conversation.
Oh, what was that? Look at the light out there.
I look at the joint and wonder.
No, like it's really bright. It's coming out of that car.
And scene.
Whoa, that's awesome.
All right. So the participation points.
Hey, Mom, whoever those guys are, you should go and tell them everything you know.
You gotta say it in the Elmo voice.
I can't do Elmo voice. I don't get high enough.
I had a time that we at a New Year's party some time ago where Matt Borsma was running a game of Hollow Point, which is like Quentin Tarantino style of movies, and the role-playing game. And he walked out of the room to get some pizza or go to the bathroom or something. And by the time he came back, I convinced the entire group to play foul-mouthed Sesame Street characters. I was Elmo. 3 beats apiece.
So 3 beats.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, 3 beats apiece.
It was a pretty convincing Elmo voice.
It was. I do have the register for it.
Yeah.
All right.
Whew.
In 2 weeks, we're not going to be here, right?
Correct.
Yep.
I think.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
We might have to skip that week then. Well, we will because it's like half our party.
Yeah.
All right. So, did anyone name a new touchstone, cut ties the old stone, or otherwise flip around with touchstones? Do you want to flip your touchstone, Jake?
I think I do. Yeah.
Just so swap your conviction to loyalty. Down
right.
1 conviction, up 1 loyalty.
I'm trying to figure out if Steve is becoming a touchstone or not.
Yeah, I know. Well, certainly, like if one of your people gets murdered, I mean, like
There's a good
there's
aspiration
an
for
option.
me. Become
What,
a
one of your-
touchstone.
Become a
You just
touchstone.
have to kill that one jerk from Switzerland and you're in.
Yeah, I know. Well, use your potential loyalty touchstones to kill off your conviction touchstones so that you can be guardian. Well, that's management skills. No one permanently increased the scar's magnitude or variation. No one really did anything with adding stuff to scars. Beats. Anyone want to expand experiences yet, or are we holding those for the moment?
Yeah, not yet.
We are. My guess is 2 by much.
Yeah, not a whole lot. I mean, it's a couple of merit dots or a skill.
Yeah.
Did people do things to get clear some instability? Worked against touchstones? I'm pretty sure you had some working against touchstones going on.
Not this time.
I mean, not directly.
Okay.
I mean, because the Karen is a conviction.
I would say no. That's legit. You definitely participated in helping them break into the house or into her office rather. So, feel a minor. Noel.
I don't have any instability at the moment.
Okay. Well, that's lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, for now.
The only one that I like even tangentially went after was Gene when I was looking for information about
Yeah.
former employees.
Yeah. Okay. And Jake, your thing's sort of fuzzy. Do you have any instability left at the moment?
I do, yeah.
You do. I would say that if you want to heal a medium for your, now that you have a pretty good, well, I guess you don't really know about Abby being Abby yet, do you? It's just out of character at the moment for you. Is the vignette.
Yeah.
We'll hold off on that, but yeah, I think the swap is the key thing, and then we'll explore that relationship further.
Cool.
And I think that's really all I've got. Were there other things that we wanted to bring up before you stop for the day?
That's it for me.
Okay.
Yep, that's all I got.
That's all I have.
Okay. Well. Well, I'm Eric Swatsky. I'm the developer of the Deviant and the Renegades line. This is my tabletop group in quarantine. If you'd like to just introduce yourselves one last time, and we'll wrap up for the week.
Rachel.
Jake, playing Steve.
Mark, Flynn, Solomon.
Noel playing Benji.
And it looks like we're going to be out a couple players 2 weeks from now, so we'll take a little hiatus that week, and we'll be back in the 2 weeks after that. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.
Bye-bye, beeps.